Welcome to River Ridge High School on this Friday night. We're about 3.5 minutes away from tip-off as the Forreston Cardinals are here to visit our River Ridge Scales Mound Wildcats. We'll be back right before tip-off. All right, welcome back. Let's get our starting lineups here. First for the Forreston Cardinals. Number 11, Brycelyn Smith. Number 22, Kaylee Kloster, both seniors. Number 23, Alexis Houston, a 5'7" senior. Number 24, Megan Hageman, a 5'9" senior. And number 31, Taylor Greenfield, a 6' junior. And now for the River Ridge Scales Mountain Lady Cats. Number 5, a 5'7" senior, Claire Wienen. Number 11, a 5'3" junior, Emma Kloss. Number 14, a 5'5" junior, Olivia Haas. Number 24, a 5'7" junior, Sarah Pratt. And rounding things out, a 5'11" sophomore, number 32, Amber Hooprich. The Forreston Lady Cardinals are coached by Ryan Rand. And your River Ridge Scales Mountain Lady Cats are coached by Dave Weigel. I'm Jake Green calling the game for tonight. With me is our on-site engineer, Andy Wooster, and our camera lady, Maggie Cahill. Wienen and Greenfield tip off. Forreston controls the tip. So we're underway here in this first quarter. Nice play to take it away by Kloss, but her layup falls short, and Forreston comes back. Smith's entry pass to Houston is denied, and Kloss has it the other way for the Lady Cats. Pratt over to Wienen, over to Kloss now on the right side. Good patience by Lady Cats. So we're going to have a loose ball, and it's going to end up with the Cardinals. So a little bit of sloppy start here for both teams as we are 1 minute into the game, still no points. Houston with the skip pass over to Smith. Good defense there by Kloss, cut her off. Smith tries a three, gets her own rebound, puts it up. Misses again. Loose ball. Ooh, nice hustle by Pratt. And it's going to stay with Forreston. Wienen guards Houston up top. Houston with a nice move to get to the baseline. Good help defense by Lady Cats. Greenfield with it into the corner to Kloster. And her pass is off the mark, so Wienen takes it up the court here for River Ridge Scales Mound. Nice look for Wienen for three. Off the mark. Greenfield and Haas were there for the rebound, but it's going to be off of Haas. So Forreston will have the ball coming back on offense. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. That foul was on Wienen, her first, team first. Greenfield in the paint for 2, no good. Haas can't come up with the rebound. Forreston retains it. Nice play there by Pratt to take it away, going the other way. Layup is off the mark. Hooprich with the rebound. Nice ball moving over to Kloss. Lady Cats doing a good job being patient, looking for a good shot. Weenan into Haas. Pass off the mark by Kloss, and number 23, Alexis Houston, coming the other way for Forreston. Her layup is up and good. So first bucket of the night here for Forreston and for both teams, as it's 2-0 Forreston. Forreston being aggressive in the passing lanes, looking to come up with those steals. Here's Weenan's 3 is off. Hooprich is able to hustle after the rebound. Her pass out to the corner to Kloss is intercepted by Houston, and Forreston comes the other way. Weenan makes a nice play with the pass up top, taking it the other way, but her fast break attempt is interrupted by Forreston's Alexis Houston. So ball goes out of bounds. Forreston will get possession, it looks like. I thought it might have been out on Forreston. Let's see here. River Ridge Scales Mountain is going to have the ball. In for the Lady Cats, number 43, Destiny Schwartz. Number 33, Sydney Driscoll. And number 54, Michaela Bass. Also out there is number 15, Sadie Fry. So 4 new players here for River Ridge Scales Mountain. Bass down low with it. Passed up a shot. Ball's loose here. River Ridge Scales Mountain keeps it. Fry now with it. And she's going to be fouled by Houston. So that'll be the first foul on Houston and the first for the team. Weenan with it now over to Bass. Driscoll with it inside. Nice shot up and off the glass for Sydney Driscoll. She gets the Lady Cats on the board here with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Greenfield now drives, passes it out to Smith for 3. Shots long. Driscoll with the rebound, and here come the Lady Cats. Fry up to Bass. Cats looking to get the ball inside to Driscoll. But the ball gets loose. Forreston looked to have it, but the players fighting over it a little bit. It's going to end up a jump ball here, and it's going to stay with River Ridge Scales Mountain. Whedon gets her first break of the night. Kloss back in for the Lady Cats. There's Driscoll wide open underneath, but she gets missed. Bass with the 2-pointer. Just off, rebound to Greenfield. Here comes Forreston. Houston with it out top. Now over to Smith. Forreston still with their first 5 out there. Here's a long 2 from Hageman. Rebound to the Lady Cats, and here comes Kloss up the left side. Kloss's layup attempt is blocked, and rebound goes to Forreston, and we have a foul on the play here as Michaela Bass gets caught reaching in. Michaela Bass, just a freshman from Scales Mound for this Lady Cats team. Into the game now for Bass is number 25, Olivia Leonard. Also for the Forreston Cardinals, Kylie Curry, number 13, is in the game. Under a minute now to go in the first quarter. We've got the 3rd foul now on River Ridge Scales Mound. This one goes to Olivia Leonard. Curry with it. Thinks about a 3, passes it over to Smith. 40 seconds here. Greenfield with it out to Hageman. Long 2 in the corner is no good. Fry with the rebound. Here comes Kloss. Leonard into Driscoll. Nice look. Driscoll's getting double teamed. Driscoll now with it. Nice up and under move. And her basket is up and good, and the contact. So number 33, Sydney Driscoll, will have an opportunity at a 3-point play as her up and under move converts into a layup with the foul on Forreston's number 13, Kylie Curry, her first. Five seconds to go. The lefty Driscoll. Free throw is up and no good. Forreston gets the rebound and pushes it up quick. And Greenfield's attempt from around the free throw line is contested tightly by Driscoll, and we're going to have a foul here and 2 free throws to end the first quarter. So we'll keep it here momentarily. Greenfield's first free throw is no good. And second one no good either. So that will bring our first quarter to a close with the River Ridge Scales Mound Lady Cats 4 and the Forreston Cardinals 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds on River Ridge TV. All right, we are back here in River Ridge. At River Ridge High School, rather. Hanover, Illinois, as we're ready to start the second quarter. 4-2 is our score. Lady Cats over the Cardinals. Cardinals will start the second quarter with the ball. Not a lot of scoring here early. Both teams kind of trying to figure things out. Nice pass down into Hageman, and her shot is going to be contested, and she'll be fouled by 32, Amber Hooperich. So Megan Hageman will go to the line for 2 for Forreston. Her first one is up and no good. And her second one is up and no good, but we've got a lane violation on the shooter, Hageman, so the ball will be going the other way. Lady Cats with it now. Pratt inbounds to Kloss. Wienen out there with Hooperich and Haas. So the starting 5 out there right now for River Ridge Scales Mound. Pass attempt is into Hooperich, is no good, and Forreston comes the other way with it, but they lose control, so it'll come back to River Ridge Scales Mound. Pratt, the junior, ready to take it out. Lots of juniors on this varsity squad. Kloss is going to get pushed from behind by number 21, Peyton Brocious. That's going to be her first foul, the team's third. Wienen's shot up is no good, and Forreston another way with the rebound. Here's Curry up top. Sharp pass over there to Houston, and Houston back underneath the Curry. Curry's shot up off the glass is good. Kylie Curry with her first bucket ties it up at 4. River Ridge coming fast the other way here. Pratt thinks about a 3. Good ball fake and entrance to Hooperich. Back out to Haas. Now Pratt into Hooperich. Hooperich's shot is negated by Greenfield, and the ball will stay with River Ridge Scales Mound. Destiny Schwartz back in the game. Hooperich exits. Pratt to inbound over to Wienen. Wienen into Schwartz. Schwartz back out to Pratt. Nice ball movement. Good looking 3. Just a little long rebound to Greenfield, and we got a jump ball there. Nice job by Livia Haas to get in there and contest for that rebound. So this ball's going to stay with River Ridge Scales Mound. Wienen inbounds to Schwartz. And back over to the corner to Wienen. So there's an inbounds pass, or an entry pass into the post to Schwartz, and her shot is up and off the mark. Greenfield with the rebound. Here comes Forreston. Kloster's shot in the paint is contested by Schwartz, and we're going to have some free throws here. Foul is on Destiny Schwartz. That's her first. Team 6, so next foul on River Ridge Scales Mound will put Forreston in the bonus. 2 free throws here coming. First one up for Kloster is no good. Second one on the way, no good. Rebound to Schwartz. Forreston 0 for 6 from the line tonight. Can't quite convert those trips to points. Schwartz now with it over to Wienen. Right idea, looking for the entry into Haas, but her pass is knocked away. River Ridge Scales Mound does retain possession. Kloss with a long 2. No good. Ball's loose on the ground. And we're going to have a foul here, and it's going to be on Forreston, I believe. Nope, I'm sorry. We've got a foul on Livia Haas. That's going to be the team 7th, so I believe number 22, Kaylee Kloster, will be shooting 1 in the bonus. 4-4, 5:22 to go in the first half. Coster to the line for 1. And it's up and good. So she'll earn another. And her second one's up and good. Two for 2 from the line for Kaylee Kloster, and Forreston's out to a 6-4 lead here. Clock is not running. Coach Dittmer. There it goes. Guess that's not my job, is it? But it wasn't running. White with a shot down low. Long rebound to Pratt. Kloss coming with the other way. She must be left-handed. Her pass is off the mark, taken away by Brocious. So meanwhile here, Forreston coming the other way. Brocious on the breakaway. She's fouled by Pratt. Lady Cat fans didn't like the call, but her first free throw's up and good. Second is no good. Here comes Bass for the Lady Cats. Bass back in with Fry, and the rest of the second team for River Ridge Scales Mountain. Driscoll, meanwhile, the layup is no good, but River Ridge tracks down the rebound. Haas looking for Driscoll. Pass is taken away by White, or Smith rather. Nice defense by Fry. Pratt tracks it down. Here comes Bass. Driscoll open in the middle. She gets the entry pass from Fry. Really looking to get her the ball. Good find. Bass's 2 is up and good. 54, Michaela Bass with her first bucket of the night. Brings the score back to 7-6 Forreston. Team control foul against, I think we're going to have an offensive team control foul against Forreston. Fouls against Kloster, her first. Team fourth. Weenan back in the game. Fry down low, and she travels. Forrest doing a good job being patient, looking for a good shot here. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. 7-6 Cardinals. Fry knocks it loose, but Houston keeps possession. Here's Curry into Hageman, and Her layup is contested by Driscoll, and Driscoll's going to get called for the body foul. It's going to be Driscoll's second. Klassen for Pratt. So it's Fry, Wienen, Kloss, Driscoll, and Bass out there for the Lady Cats. As Hageman's second free throw is up and good. Meanwhile, coming the other way, we've got a jump ball. And Forreston's going to have it. 8-6 here, 2:35 to go in the second quarter. Houston thought about a three. Fry got a piece of it. The rebound comes back down to Forreston. Houston now over into the corner. Passes to Kloster, and Kloster's three is off the mark. Driscoll tries to get the rebound, but Forreston wrestles it away. And that's Alexis Houston on the rebound, staying with it. Shot goes up and in, and she'll head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play attempt here. Lady Cats foul is on Fry, her first. Kloster's free throw is up and no good, so River Ridge will have it come the other way here. 1:55 to go in the second quarter. Nice look from Fry underneath the Kloss. Kloss goes right up with it, but she's fouled by Forreston's Hageman. So that will be Hageman's first foul. And Kloss's first trip to the line. First one's up and good. Emma Kloss with her first points. Second one's up, and it is in and out. Rebound coming down, Driscoll and Greenfield looking for it. But loose ball goes out, and Forreston will bring it the other way. Fry tries to take it away. Houston goes around her, Wienen there for the help, but she does foul Houston, so we'll have a double bonus for Alexis Houston. First one's up and good. Second free throw on the way from Houston is no good. Rebound to Fry. Up the left side now, Kloss. Greenfield with her first foul as Driscoll looks to score, and she'll head to the line for two. The lefty's first free throw is up and a little long. Second one up is good. Driscoll with 1 out of 2 from the line brings the score to 11-8 Forreston. 1:20 to go in the second quarter here as Curry Swings it over to Houston. Houston finds, looks for Greenfield down low. But her pass is intercepted by Fry, and here come the Lady Cats. Driscoll calling for it down low. Kloss with it now. Loses control, looks to save it. Bass with a great hustle play. And that was great hustle there by the Lady Cats as they couldn't keep control of the ball, but did their best, and Forreston couldn't get it either, so they're going to retain possession. Right at a minute now to go in the second quarter. Kloss with it to Bass. Bass into Fry. Fry loses the handle on it, and Greenfield finds it, and here comes Forreston, and might have got away with the travel there. Houston on the drive. Gets her own rebound off the miss, out to Smith. Smith's three is no good. Tipped out by Wienen. I guess we got an over and back call. Off the rebound, not sure how that happened, but either way, it's going to be the Lady Cats ball, and number 20, Josie Cordy's in the game now for River Ridge Scales Mound. She's a sophomore, and we got a jump ball right away here. Cordy guarding Houston. Houston looks for Hageman, and Forreston loses control of it. And with 8.6 seconds to go here, River Ridge Scales Mountain's going to have one more shot at the score. So Bass with it up the right side now. Down to 4 seconds. Bass has got to shoot. She does, and it's tipped and falls way short. So that'll bring us to halftime here. Forreston Cardinals 8, River Ridge Scales Mountain Lady Cats, Forreston 11, and River Ridge Scales Mountain Lady Cats 8. We'll be back in about a minute here with some first half stats. All right, we're back here in Hanover at River Ridge High School. Just about set to tip off the second half. Sorry for the lack of stats. They're just far too off for me to report back to you. Can't do everything, so we'll just say it's 11-8 Forreston. Forreston has been to the line 14 times. I do know that. And 6 of River Ridge's 8 points have been from freshmen tonight. I know 2 buckets from Driscoll. And Bass with another one, maybe?
Yeah.
And Michaela Bass with another. So River Ridge gets some help from the younger players. Kloss has a free throw and one more point coming from somewhere else. Maybe Schwartz to the line for one. Meanwhile, here as we get started here, Hubrich underneath. First and second attempts are no good. Third one goes up, and Haas comes down with the rebound. And we've got a timeout here. Good decision by Coach Weigel there. There was not a lot of room to do anything underneath the hoop for the Lady Cats. So, his first timeout called at 7:37 here in the third quarter. Lady Cats will come back with the ball underneath the hoop. We'll keep it here as it's just a 30-second timeout.
She has 5.
5 points, yeah.
5, 2, and then Class as well.
Haas to inbound, finds Hooprich. Can't quite corral it there, but Klaas is there. Klaas now with it on the wing. Her drive, finally getting to the hoop tonight, and layup is up and just out. Greenfield with the rebound. Here comes Forreston. Houston with it up top. Finds Greenfield down low. Kloster can't handle the pass, and it is out of bounds, and River Ridge Scales Mounds coming back with it. Inbound is tipped, and River Ridge Scales Mountain will get another chance at it. Forreston putting the press on here. Looks like we got a stoppage of play here as the referees want to discuss something. Not sure what it is. But we're going to be set to go. Pratt finding Hooperage down low there. Nice move by Amber, but she's cut short of getting to the hoop, so ball's back out to Klaas here. Weenan now with it. Nice up and look to Hooperich. Hooperich goes up for the shot, but she's fouled on her way up, and she's going to be going to the line for 2. So Amber Hooperich with a chance at a pair. Foul goes against Kloster, her second. And Hooprich's first free throw is up and good, so Amber Hooprich on the board with her first point of the night. Second one coming here. It's on its way. Off the back iron, rebound to Forreston. Nice drive by Houston. Her layup is up and in. Alexis Houston with 5. Weenan left open for 3. It's looking good. Ooh, in and out. Just off the mark, and Forreston grabs the rebound. They're coming the other way. Weenan had a good look there. Could have brought it to a 1-point game, but in and out. Meanwhile, nice ball movement here. Greenfield down to Houston, and Houston now has 7, leading all scorers here as her third bucket goes up and in. And we're going to have a turnover here as Weenan traveled with it. Bass is going to check back in here. Weenan will come off. Coach Weigel goes pretty deep. 11 or 12 players have played so far tonight. Bass guards the ball. Houston with it now. Her pass goes out to Greenfield, but she steps on the line just before saving it back into the forecourt, and the Lady Cats are going to have it here. Pratt to inbound it to Klaas. Klaas does a nice job handling the point guard duties for the Lady Cats. Here's a nice inlet pass to Fry. She can't quite handle it. And Forreston is going to grab the ball and take it the other way here. Houston making her way to the hoop. She might have taken too many steps. Yep, that's a travel. So right idea, but River Ridge Scales Mound players able to get in her way a little bit, cause her to travel with the ball. The Lady Cats could use a bucket here as they turn over the inbounds pass into the press. Here's Kloster for a long two. Off the mark. River Ridge Scales Mound rebound goes to Bass. Bass sort of operating as the second point guard here tonight for the Lady Cats. Doing a nice job when she's in the game. Here's Fry off the glass, no good. Haas with the rebound. Back out to Bass, now to Pratt. Bass being patient with it. Ooh, miscommunication there with teammate Sarah Pratt as the ball goes out of bounds at the River Ridge Scales Mound bench, and Forreston will have the ball. We're going to have a timeout here. River Ridge Scales Mound, it's a full timeout, so we'll take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here at River Ridge High School. Forreston with the lead 15-9, 4:37 remaining in the third quarter. Not a ton of action here since the half. Forreston controls the third 4-1. Smith out there for Forreston, joined by Hageman, Curry, Brocious, and Greenfield. As Curry has it and is fouled by Bass. Bass out there joined by Klaas, Fry, Pratt, and Driscoll. So a lot of youth out there right now for River Ridge, as 2 juniors are the most experienced, along with a sophomore and a pair of freshmen. Bass contains the loose ball, and here she comes up to Pratt. Pratt with it to Fry. Fry over in the corner to Klaas. Klaas patient with it, loses control, out of bounds, and it's going to go to Forreston. Weenan now in the game for the Lady Cats. The senior with it, steals the inbounds pass, and her bucket's up and good. So Claire Weenan with her first basket, and it's 11-15 River Ridge. Scales Mountain down by 4. Inbounds pass tipped off the start of a press for the Lady Cats, and they cause a jump ball. It'll stay with Forreston, but nice play there by the Lady Cats. So Haas coming back in the game now for Driscoll. Driscoll will take a seat. She's having a good night with 5. Another nice play there as Fry is defending the inbounds very well. Smith will try it again here. And this time Forreston gets it in as Brocious speeds up the sideline. She's quick. Forreston's been very patient tonight on offense in the half-court setting, not taking too many risks. There's Smith with it over now to Brocious. Brocious pass looking inside to Greenfield, or Hageman rather, and Hageman passes it back out to Curry. Her shot's no good, so Pratt with the rebound, and she's coming the other way. Tempo has increased here. Almost a sense of urgency like we're in the fourth quarter. Nice cut by Brocious there to get to the middle. She goes up for 2, but she's fouled hard. And she's going to get a chance at a couple free throws here for sure. Foul goes on Kylie Curry, her second. That's the team's second also. So here's Bass at the line for the first. Up and off the back iron. Smith exits. Houston back on the court now. And Bass's second is up and off the backboard and in. So she cuts down the lead by 1 more, and it's now 15-12. Forreston. Pratt with a nice steal going the other way off the press, and her layup is no good. Rebound to Forreston. Fry's going to get caught for a push, so that's going to be Fry's second. River Ridge Scales Mountain press given Forreston fits a little bit here, and there it is again as the inbounds pass is tipped for about the 5th time there in recent play by Fry. And that's a turnover on Forreston. And the Lady Cats have the ball now. Looking to try to cut into that lead a little more. Bass with it up top. She is pushed. Might have got away with a travel, but maybe the push came first, so that foul's on Brocious. Going to be Peyton Brocious' second foul of the night. Bass now up top, over to Pratt. Haas in the corner with it. Haas, rather. Haas out to Fry into Weenan. Weenan's shot up and deflected by Greenfield. And Hageman grabs the loose ball, but she travels with it. So Lady Cats are going to have another shot underneath their own hoop. Out of bounds play ran. Weenan with the jumper in the corner. 15-footer up, no good. Curry with the rebound, and she gets fouled. That's the third on Fry. She stays on the ball. One of River Ridge Scales Mountain's best perimeter defenders, but now they'll drop down into a 2-3 zone here. And a little confusion there for Brocious as she steps out of bounds. So quite a few turnovers here in the last few minutes, kind of causing the game to just go back and forth and not seeing a lot of shots. But River Ridge Scales Mountain with a chance here with 2 minutes to go in the third to cut it down to a single point or maybe even tie it. There has not been a three-point basket made tonight for either team. Haas now with it in the middle. Her pass is deflected out of bounds by Forreston, and they'll retain possession. Weenan back out to Class. Weenan coming around the corner here, looking for like a design play maybe. Fry now with it. Class being patient with it. River Ridge Scales Mountain, fast but a little undersized on the court right now. So they're going to continue to move the ball around and look for a good shot. Fry up just short. There's Weenan with a nice rebound. Her shot's up and no good. Rebound to Greenfield, tips it to Houston. Houston's going right to the hoop with it. She kicks to Curry. Here's a three-point attempt. No good. Oh, Weenan with the rebound. Looked like she might have got fouled, but jump ball called. And she's going to get a break along with Haas. And Driscoll is in the game as well as Schwartz. And Fry gets a break as well. And Bass is in the game. So Driscoll, Schwartz, Bass, Klaas, and Pratt here for the Lady Cats. Houston, Smith, Curry, Greenfield, and Kloster for the Cardinals. Here's Bass off the rim, no good. It gets her own rebound. Pratt now with it into Driscoll. Nice pass into Driscoll. Her shot's up and rims in and out. Forreston with the rebound, 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 15-12 Forreston. Houston on the drive there. Looked like she might have got a little hip stinger there, but now she has the ball, and her three is up and in. Alexis Houston, the senior for the Cardinals, with 10. And she pushes Forreston's lead out to 6, their largest of the night here. 5 seconds to go. Pratt now with it over to Bass. Bass with a 15-foot pull-up. Off the glass is good. Michaela Bass with a nice shot there to end the third quarter, bringing the score back to 18-14. So Forreston will take a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter, and we'll be right back here on River Ridge TV in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here at River Ridge High School, about ready to start the fourth quarter. Fouls even for both teams at 3 apiece. No real foul trouble. Sadie Fry with 3 fouls for the River Ridge Scales Mountain Lady Cats. Other than that, not much for foul trouble for anyone. So should have a good fourth quarter here on tap. As Forreston starts with the ball, but they are called for an over and back call right as we get started. So Lady Cats with a break there, and they're going to grab possession here. See if they can't start off the quarter with a good possession. So Klaas with it now. She's driving all the way to the hoop, and she gets fouled on her way up. Kaylee Kloster gets a piece of her, so, or rather that's who it looked like. And it looks like the referee had Alexis Houston getting her first, so that's her second, and Klaas will go to the line for 2. Her first is up and good. Emma Klaas, the junior, gets it back down to 3 for the Lady Cats. Her second attempt is up, and it's good as well. So the Lady Cats doing a good job from the line here in the second half, 5 for 7, as the lead is back down to 2 now. Smallest lead since the first half, and Curry the other way with it for Forreston, and she loses control, and that's another turnover. Back to the Cats. Lady Cats going with 2 juniors, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen right now. One of their younger squads out there. Fry with it in the corner, and she travels, and Wienen's going to come back in. Fry will take a seat and a breather. Wienen, the senior, back out with the experience to lead the Cats. Inbounds goes into Greenfield. Greenfield goes right back over to Brocious, but the ball is out of bounds on the pass. So back to River Ridge Scales Mound here. 3 turnovers and not even 30 seconds have gone by in the fourth quarter. Haas now in there for River Ridge. She replaces Driscoll. And she's going to take the ball out here for the Cats. Klaas with it now. Forreston rather running a extended zone defense in the half court. So River Ridge Scales Mountain changes offenses and looking to get a shot here is Klaas. Her 3 is off the mark. Rebound to Houston. Alexis Houston looking to pass up, but her teammate was not looking, and she travels with it. So ball's going back to the Lady Cats. Klaas loses it, and she fouls immediately. So Forreston's going to have the ball here. That's Emma Klaas's, I believe, first foul. Or second. She's in no real foul trouble here. Smith shot's no good. Rebound to Bass. Pratt with it now. Pratt doing a nice job trying to push towards the hoop. She's pushed around a little bit, but the ball goes to Klaas. Back up to Pratt. Pratt getting close. Her shot up is no good. Houston with another rebound, and she's pushing it. Here's Brocious from the corner for 3, no good. Rebound fought for by Hageman and Wienen, and it's out of bounds on the Cardinals. The Cats will get it. Fry coming back in. She's in for Pratt. Pratt will take a seat. 6:15 to go. And a foul on the inbounds on Brocious, so that will be the 5th team foul on Forreston. Brocious is 3rd. River Ridge Scales Mountain just on the cusp of getting this game back to tied. As Klaas gets a free look in the lane, her layup is just off. Smith with the rebound. Houston now with it, senior point guard, over to Brocious in the corner for 3. Hageman's rebound is torn away by Wienen. And here comes Bass. Bass's pass up to Fry. Fry up the glass is good. Sadie Fry with her first basket ties it up at 5:30 to go in the fourth. But meanwhile, Houston pushing it. Feeds Hageman down low, and Forreston answers right back, and they're pressing. So tied for about 5 seconds there. Back to a 2-point Forreston lead. Class with now lots of space to work. And Houston's going to get called for the reach. That's going to be her third. So Alexis Houston picks up her third for Forreston, and that's the 6th team foul. So River Ridge Scales Mound will be in the bonus on the next foul to the line with 5 minutes yet to play here in the game. Class not with it. Class had the ball taken away, but simultaneously 3 seconds called on River Ridge Scales Mound. So a stoppage in play, turnover either way, but probably helped the Lady Cats there as Forreston looked like they might be pushing a fast break off the steal. So ball comes out of bounds here. Smith to pass it in. Driscoll back in the game for the Cats, and we're going to have a timeout for Forreston here. Full timeout for the Cardinals, 20-18. They have the lead with 4:50 to go, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here at River Ridge High School. Forreston Cardinals 20, River Ridge Scales Mound Lady Cats 18. 4:50 to go in the game here. Both teams struggling to take care of a little bit here in this second half. We haven't had a ton of scoring since the half, but 2-point game either way. Forreston with the ball. Smith forces a three a little bit, and Bass is going to collect the rebound. She had a wide open look, but she rushed it a little bit, and here come the Lady Cats looking to get that tie ball game back, or maybe even the lead. Driscoll with it. She loses it to Brocious, and the speedy Brocious back up the court. She goes up for the layup, and she is fouled. So Peyton Brocious going to the line, fouled by Sarah Pratt. And Brocious' first is up and no good. Driscoll with it down low. Nice move to the basket. Her shot's up and it's good. Sydney Driscoll now with 7. And she brings it back to a tie ball game, 20-20. Meanwhile, here's Hagman in the corner for 3. Her shot's no good. Pratt with the rebound up to Weenan. Driscoll with it again now, down near the block. Driscoll wide open underneath, looking for the ball. Right, trying to get an angle to get it to her. Now Bass does. Here's Weenan for 3. Off the front of the rim, rebound to Hageman. Ball on the floor, tied up. Got a jump ball here, and it's going to the Lady Cats. Pratt looking to inbound. She's got not very much time here. Finds Wienen, but Forreston doing a good job keeping the ball from advancing. Wienen finally finds Bass. Bass with the skip pass over to Fry. Fry down there looking to get to the hoop. She finds Wienen for 16-footer off the front, and that's going to be over the back as Hagman has nice position on Fry, and Fry looking for the rebound goes over the back, and she'll be called for her fourth. So Sadie Fry now with 4 fouls. One of the key defenders here tonight for the Lady Cats, as she does a nice job disrupting that, and Wienen steals it, gets it back to Fry into Pratt for 2, and River Ridge Scales Mount with the lead. Brocious fires back up the court for Forreston, and she's fouled by Driscoll going up the hoop. So Peyton Brocious goes back to the line. She is by far the fastest person on the court tonight. That was quick. She's fast. She's a junior. Bet she leads off in baseball. Softball, rather. Peyton Brocious connects on the second of 2 and brings it back to a 1-point River Ridge Scales Mount lead. 2:42 to go here as the Lady Cats hold on to that 1-point lead. Liv Haas in the game for Sadie Fry. Neither team subbing too much here now. Seen the same 5 or 6, maybe 7 players in here for most of the quarter. Haas into Wienen. Wienen able to take care of it, and she's coming across the timeline. Nice pass up to Driscoll. Driscoll does manage to hang on to it, but her pass is interrupted by Smith. So here comes Forreston, down 1. Under 2.5 to play. Brocious for 3. No good. Rebound off of Hageman's hands to the Lady Cats. Fry back in. She replaces Driscoll. Coach Weigel going with a little bit of offense-defense here with Fry with 4 fouls. Kloss not with it. Great ball handler for the Lady Cats. She's looking to take care of it here and keep this lead secure. Pass the freshman with it over to Fry. Fry into Bass. Bass thought about a shot. Now back out to Fry. Fry looked like she wanted to get it across the baseline to Haas on the other block, but she picks up her dribble and puts it back down momentarily, and that is a double dribble, and we've got a turnover. Ball back to Forreston. Greenfield coming with it now. Greenfield drives to the hoop. Haas tries to get in position for the charge, and everything was done right, but she was just a half a second late. So Greenfield to the line. She will shoot 2. First one's up off the right side, no good. Greenfield, second shot up, no good. Rebound to Fry. The freshman Bass now with it again on the point. Guarded by Brocious. Great matchup tonight. Wienen with it now. Minute 34 to go. And Coach Weigel wants a timeout for the Lady Cats. So with a minute 34 here, we will have a full timeout for the Lady Cats, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here at River Ridge High School. Getting set to start the final of about a minute and a half here as River Ridge Scales Mountain holds on to a 22-21 lead. Pratt inbounds the class, and here we go. River Ridge looking to take care of the basketball, and Liv Haas up and no good with it, and quickly forced the other way. Back to Brocious now. Sarah Pratt does a nice job getting her hands on the ball, and I think that went off another Forreston player, and now the ball will go back to the Lady Cats. So great play by Pratt there to have her hand in the passing lane as Fry is in to replace Haas. Kloss now with it. Minute 10. River Ridge very patient, looking for a good shot, if any shot. You got to think Forreston's probably going to think about a foul here pretty soon if they can't force a turnover. And there is the foul on Smith. So Claire Wienen's going to go to the line for 1 in the bonus. Wienen, the senior, she has 2 tonight. First free throw up and good. Big free throw there for the senior. Earns that second free throw and the potential to push the Lady Cat lead out to 3. She sets free throws up and it's good. 2 big shots there by number 5, Claire Wienen. And we're going to have another full timeout here. So we will be back with 49 seconds to go in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here at River Ridge High School. 49 seconds remaining. Forreston Cardinals with possession, but down 3. And this has been the first time they've been down pretty much all night here within the last minute or so. So uncharted territory for them as Houston brings it up across court. She makes a nice move at the top of the key and kicks to Smith, and Smith shoots a 3 and drills it from the corner. 24 all here at 30 seconds to go. Pratt now with it. Over to Wienen. Wienen inside to Driscoll. Driscoll with a nice move, but she is blocked by Greenfield, and it's up to Smith. And River Ridge Scales Mountain fans might have wanted to travel, but Forreston gets the timeout first. So big shot. 3-pointer made by Bryceland Smith to tie it up at 24, and Forreston now in the driver's seat as we have a tie ball game here and 17.8 seconds to go. So we'll keep it here. Forreston has led the whole game up until River Ridge took the lead at, I believe, 22-20, and since then River Ridge was able to push it up to 24-21. But then with that 3, we're back at a tie. We've had several ties tonight. Both teams in the bonus, so any fouls are going to result in free throws. Sadie Fry with 4 fouls for River Ridge Scales Mountain. Otherwise, just a few players with 3 and no other real foul trouble. So we've got the first horn here back from the referees, and we're going to get set to get things started here. Claire Weenan, the senior, out there with junior Sarah Pratt, sophomore Sadie Fry, and freshman Michaela Bass and Sydney Driscoll. Sadie Fry is a freshman. I'm sorry, that's right, she is. I should have known that. Inbounds by Forreston into Houston, almost taken away. Weenan now on the Weenan playing tight defense, and she gets called for the foul. And not too many friendlies in the gym on that one. That was kind of a chintzy call, but she did appear to get a piece of the hand there, and that's just a tough break. So she's got 3 fouls, and Houston to shoot a 1-and-1. Free throw up off the back iron and rolls in. High arcing free throw up off the back iron, gets the friendly roll, and she will have 1 free throw when we come back from a full timeout by Forreston with 11.1 seconds left. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, we're back here. 11.1 seconds to go. River Ridge Scales Mountain with a brief lead here late in this fourth, but now Forreston has taken it back on the first of 2 free throws by senior Alexis Houston. So Houston will be back to the line for a second here, and she's looking to push the lead out to 2. 25-24 Forreston, 11.1 seconds to go. Houston takes a few dribbles, puts it up, off the back rim. Rebound to Klaas. Klaas pushes up the right side. She picks up her dribble, passes it to Haas, and Coach Weigel is going to get a timeout down here. Probably a good timeout because I don't know if Haas had much space to do with anything there. We're going to have a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things here as this will be a short break in the action. 4.5 seconds to go. Houston's free throw up and no good. Unofficially, she has about 11, so she's leading all scorers. Coach Weigel drawing up a play. He's got quite a bit of speed out there right now. Either way here, unless there's a foul, they're playing for the win. It's a 1-point game. Any shot that no player is fouled on, it's going to be either win or lose here for the Lady Cats. So Haas and Weenan out there, joined by Bass, Klaas, and Pratt. We'll see if they can't get it done with this final 4.5. Weenan into Pratt. Pratt over to Klaas. Klaas back in the corner. Weenan's shot is up and off the backboard, no good, and that is it. Forreston will win this tight ball game 25-24 as they are able to sneak back in at the end and hold on to that 1-point lead. So heartbreaker here for the Lady Cats as they played a pretty darn good game down the stretch against a little bit older, a little bit more experienced team. So hats off to them, but Forreston able to get a tough win on the road here. Low scoring game I'm not sure of the records, but both teams will now head into some tournament play. So as it stands here, the girls will be heading to the polo tournament for the fresh soft team, and the varsity will be heading to the Pearl City tournament over the next week or so here. After the break, a couple road games at Polo and West Carroll for the girls on the 4th and the 2nd, and then their first home game and next home game back here after we get done with the holidays will be against Stockton on January 9th. Coming up for the boys, if you're listening, looking for a few games to go to for them, the varsity will be at the Forreston tournament on Saturday, right? Saturday? You know what time it is there, Andy? 6 p.m. tomorrow, as they'll play Aquin again for the second time this week, so that should be a good one. So they're at the Forreston tournament, the Fresh Softs at the Aquin tournament, and then the varsity will be at the Platteville tournament right after Christmas on the 27th and 28th. They will follow the holidays with a home game against Warren on the 3rd. That's a 3 p.m. start, and then tournament play starts. So lots of action here coming up for the boys and the girls team. Tough game tonight for the Lady Cats as they drop a 25-24 game to the Forreston Cardinals. Hope you enjoyed listening and watching, and we'll see you next time here from River Ridge TV. Have a great night. Go Cats.